Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome to Plungeroo. Sort of welcome back, actually. You might remember, if you've been around here for a while, that a couple of Steam Next Fests ago, Amabel and I checked out the demo for this delightful little pinball-themed puzzle game. We were way into it, and then when it finally did come out, I forgot to buy it. Do you know why I forgot to buy it? Because I didn't put it on my wish list. I say this in every one of those episodes, and then I just failed to do it myself. There's a valuable lesson here. When you find an indie game that you think is rad, wishlist it. Wishlist it immediately. Don't think, I'll do it later. You won't. If you're anything like me, no. In fact, you won't. You'll forget. Go hit the wishlist thing. So Plungeroo is out in full release now, and I have it here, and I just want to show it off again because I think it is a super rad little game. So if you want to see us take on the first 3 themed tables, each with their own sort of gimmick, I will put the link to the previous video down there in the description. For this video, my plan is just to do a couple of the tables from the first world here, just to get the very basic idea across, and then try to take on some portion of table 4. We'll see how difficult it is. Hopefully I won't embarrass myself terribly. But as always, with puzzle games, with anything like this, where the gameplay itself isn't necessarily a spoiler, the moment you know that you're into this thing, just go ahead, pause the video, just go ahead and buy it, play it. You can come back and enjoy me struggling to figure things out after you have figured them out, probably much more quickly due to, Let's Player's Curse, etc. So, okay. What is Plungeroo? Let's get some very, very basic ideas in here. Plungeroo is a set of these tiny little puzzles where you have a plunger, you pull the plunger back, it fires a ball, and your aim is to get the ball to go into the hole. It's kind of pinball, it's kind of mini golf. Sometimes you will be rearranging the objects on the table to make sure things go the way you would like them to go. If there are buttons, you must push every button on the table in order to get the collar around the aperture here to open up. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's the vibe. Very often, most of the time, the tools that you are implementing are rotatable, and you'll be required to figure out exactly what order they need to go in. And yeah, stuff like that. This is going to end up being something like... yeah, here you go. So that is the basic idea of Plungeroo. Now, of course, those mechanics are combined with an aesthetic that is just like, it is so chill, it is so wonderful, it is so nice, and it's such a specific feeling. It's like going up to your uncle's cabin one summer and hanging out at the quaint little ice cream shop, the non-chain ice cream shop they have there in town, like right by the coast, and playing a pinball game you've never seen. I don't know, this is maybe a vibe that's a little too specific to my own memories. Probably, maybe some of you have been through something like this. But it's just nice. It's a nice feeling. So we have here our Surf's Up, our beach-themed table. Yeah, so press some buttons and deliver the ball. How are we gonna do this? This doesn't seem so bad. I mean, the main thing to remember, of course, is that in order to cross over a ball, a button, you're going to have to use both of the squares adjacent to it. So those have to be unblocked, but it looks to me like this could just be this fairly simple thing. Just wind it around. Yeah. Okay, so this is part of how the game gets difficult, and I think this is like devious. For some reason, it's very, very difficult for me to work with these. Sometimes you get parts that are they're joined like this. And you can rotate the whole thing as a unit, and you have to figure out how to place it. Now, I believe it is generally the case that solutions to these puzzles do use all of the parts, so that can be a helpful way of sort of like eliminating stuff. You have to figure out a way to get everything on the table in such a way that you're not destroying the potential path of the ball, right? So, okay, what do we know for sure about this puzzle? How do we start tackling this? Well, okay. One thing we know for sure is that with these two that are close to the edges, we're going to have to cross them vertically, and that means that the spaces in the corners must have an appropriate bumper, right? There must be a top right bumper here, there must be a bottom left bumper here. And in fact, I think we know this, right? If there is a bumper in this space, then there has to be a bumper oriented in this way in this space. Otherwise, the ball is never going to be able to enter or leave for whichever direction it is. A thing that should be made clear, if it wasn't already clear, is that the ball can only enter the hole from the bottom space because only the bottom half of that collar comes down, so it won't, it'll just bounce off the side. So we also know that. We know that the ball's got to come in here through this. I mean, this is pretty much the same. Well, no, we don't know that because it could be the case that there's a bumper in the lower left here that the ball is directed to, like from this space. I guess actually let's with the pieces we have here, how do we get this lower left bumper to exist? Like, obviously this piece is never going to work. That'll never work because it prevents the ball from ever entering play. That is at least legal. That'll never work because it prevents the ball from entering play. So it's either this or this piece. That's interesting. So if we do this, well, okay, so this piece is illegitimate in this spot. Well, hold on. This particular bumper will never get used, right? Because there's no way for a ball to enter the square from the left. But I don't know if all of the pieces of the bumpers necessarily have to get used. I'm not sure if that's a rule in the puzzles or not. All of the components get put on the table, I'm pretty sure. Huh. Okay. Oh, you know what? I am being silly. I just realized this aligned vertically can go in the corner. But it's not true of this piece. Because vertically aligned, it looks like that. Yeah, so we have like 2 or 3 options for putting this bottom left wedge here. This is where the joined components really get me. Okay, so how do we enter the exit? It is possible for the final path to be something like this. Like if the ball comes across horizontally, gets bounced up here, say something like that, right? That could work. And actually, is it that easy? Do we just turn the ball left and then... If I wanted to do that... Actually, we might be literally unable to turn the ball left as it comes out. To like turn it left and go into this corner and then do the simple pattern, right? Because like obviously this piece doesn't fit there. Nor does it fit there. If we put this thing here, redirecting the ball left, we knock it off the table. Redirecting left here doesn't get us to the corner, and redirecting left with this piece gives us problems. So yeah, we actually can't start the puzzle by redirecting left, which makes me wonder if... Do we have to direct right? Can we direct right? Like right and then up into the corner? Well, I mean, obviously this is wrong because you're gonna have a problem up here. Gosh, this this puzzle is challenging. Okay. So what if we redirect it right? I need to now have an up bounce. Actually, this might work. Is this going to work? So we need to go across, drop it down, do this thing. How do I get it to go down? Yeah, maybe this isn't right. Because it needs to be one of these, right? We're actually so close. Oh no, this totally works. This totally works. Yeah. Okay. I think. Let's check. Yeah, there you go. So, you know, the major constraints, the things that helps you sort of guide to the place are the size of the tables. Never gets very large. I think this is the biggest one I've ever seen. Or you know, at least not more than like one more row or column. The number of components you're working with is always pretty low, and it's just got good vibes. It's just a good vibes video game. So we're gonna go like, yeah. Wait, is that not? Oh, no, sorry. I didn't actually put in the corner at the beginning. I was like, is that a solution that doesn't need all the pieces? And sometimes you can even see the ocean through the table. Okay, this looks challenging. So we know we're hitting this button right away. The way that these buttons are sort of staggered against each other makes it really awkward to use these joined pieces. So okay, once again, with the ones on the edges and near the corners and stuff, we know for the sake of this that there must be a bumper there. It could be part of a paired bumper. And in fact, it's interesting that we don't have very many kinds of paired bumpers here. So if we were gonna do this, that makes a certain kind of sense, right? And then if you go pretty low and direct up here. Well, okay, obviously this is going to be a huge problem because that prevents the puzzle from ever being solvable. But it almost gets you there. Kinda, almost. And the way the bumpers here are arranged, they're actually perfect for this bounce. So it comes down. Yeah, the problem is like this is obviously hugely problematic for any further redirects. That misses one of the buttons, but it's pretty close. It's almost a good solution. Yeah. Is the problem, do I want to try to cross over here earlier? Well, no, now I'm just missing the other button. And I have no way of making use of this thing. Alright, so like... how solid do I really feel about this? What if the answer to this is like... what if it's something like... oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, you know, turn... yeah, there's not gonna be a version of this that works. I was gonna say we somehow turn the ball to the right and then come back to the left after picking up this line. But the problem with that is because we only actually have two unpaired bumpers, we either have to do so with one of these, which prevents us from ever getting the ball back up into this corner, this top area to bounce through the corner, or we have to spend our two unpaired bumpers doing that, which means that we can't actually bounce the ball from this quarter to there. Well, okay, but yeah, like this is cute and all, but then the only tool we have left is one of these, and it's, yeah, this is like hugely insufficient. All right, let me wipe this, and I am not opposed to taking a hint on camera. I don't usually hint in puzzle games, but it's good to show people the hint system is the excuse I will use after I have given this a little bit more thought. Now, you know what? Here's what the hint system does in this game, and it is pretty useful. It'll draw a couple of the components on, and then if that's not good enough for you, you can hint again, and it'll draw a little more. But a thing that's interesting with these paired components is it doesn't draw the piece that you put down. It just draws individual components. And unfortunately, it has given us like the one thing that we knew for sure about the puzzle. So that's a little annoying. This is kind of interesting, though. Why would there be a puzzle? Why would there be a piece here? Is this the final direction to the exit? Like, how do you do that? Oh. Oh, okay, hold on. I think I might actually have something here. I've been thinking about these buttons as existing in vertical stripes, but maybe it's a much more horizontal motion, actually. Like, if we do something like this, then we can do another cat ear here, right? And now it's just sweeping back and forth very smoothly. Yeah, it turns out actually this triangle was exactly the piece of information that I needed to solve that puzzle. So yeah, we'll try to do like one or two more here. Let's see. This is a toggleable bumper component, and it just spits the ball out to that side. That's pretty handy. It also toggles, it's worth noting, when the ball hits it. So, okay, I have an immediate question about this thing. What if you don't hit it from, like... What if you don't hit it perpendicular? What if you hit it from the opposite of the side it's supposed to spit the ball out to? Does the ball just bounce right off? No, it feeds the ball to that location no matter what. That's really interesting. So... it would seem then that we just want to do this, right? It should go pretty straightforwardly. Okay. So if we just sweep the ball across the bottom here, then up to here, when the ball hits this thing, it'll toggle. It'll get bounced back, and then the toggle will feed it right through, right? I'm kind of surprised they're still introducing new mechanics at this point. Are these portals? Some of the previous tables had portals. Yes, okay, so... or one of the previous tables had portals. So when the ball goes into a portal, it comes out the matched portal with the same direction, in the same direction. So obviously it's going to have to enter this one from the right or the top to prevent it from stopping immediately. And it sure seems like the top would be useful, right? But if I do it like this, then neither one of those is a good direction. So, okay. What about this? We hit the button, then we come through here. Yeah, this is totally gonna work. Probably. This needs to be facing left, but I think I'm onto it here. I just really like a victory. Like, here's the thing. Pinball machines sound rad. When they are telling you that you've done a good job, it's like really clear, right? So I just love victory that is associated with pinball sounds. I just want to hear that. I think it's a brilliant idea to have a victorious run be all bells and flippers and bumpers, and yeah, no, it's rad. So how are we? It seems pretty obvious that feeding it from here into the wormhole has a lot of value. But we do have to get it actually up here at least once. So like, what if... Okay, so what if the ball comes out... Oh, the ball comes through... No, that's the problem. And realize the ball is just going to go straight into this thing. Yeah, that's actually an issue. We have to get to this corner somehow. So, okay. We direct the ball into this portal, getting us the corner. This thing comes up and we have to bounce it, right? This is almost good. This is almost something. Like, the problem here is what I really want to happen is the ball comes out of the portal, hits this bumper, it gets pushed into this portal going downward so that it can ricochet off of there. But the obvious problem with that is we don't have enough pieces. I am short a bumper to make that happen. How could I possibly fix that? I don't think I can. So there's nothing really to do about that. That's just not a functional plan. If we do this instead. So I shoot up here, go into this thing to the left, hit the bumper on this side. We can't obstruct the path, right, from the bumper to the hole, I'm pretty sure. No, that's a tricky one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need this path clear for the final win. How am I going to hit all these buttons? Okay, how about this? And the immediate problem is that this corner eats up 2 of our 5 bumpers. But this gets me... This gets me this button and going up into the portal. So if this is faced such that it hits the thing, actually I believe that's an answer, right? Because this will get toggled. Heck yeah, there you go. We can see the aesthetic of the oh, this is charming. It's like a little cake thing, a little cake aesthetic. So it's gotta go this, well, does it though? Does it in fact? Hold on, what if we come across here and we hit the button? Because the thing is, we're gonna have to... No, that's not gonna work. I would need like 600. Yeah. I was like, we'll wind it around here, have it shoot there, and then come back down here, and then have it shoot over there. It's just, it's so many wedges. It's so many bumpers. Okay, also, hold on. I'm not showing off any more of the game. That's the idea. That's the idea of Plungeroo. That table is called Birthday Blitz. Yeah. It's just rad. It's just super, super rad. It is not very expensive on Steam, and it is hugely worth the money. Obviously, I don't know how much it is exactly in everywhere, because I know Steam does like proper regional pricing differences now and stuff, but go check this out. My advice is go check this out. This game is totally rad. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we'll be checking out something new, and we'll see you then.